We dream of a church that evolves to stay relevant without compromising beliefs. Hebrews says, "The Word of God is living and active." Is our church living and active? We need to be candid about the world we are part of, a world that constantly finds new reasons to call us backward.
We dream of a church that isn't a closed capsule of the same familiar faces every Sunday. We need to be extra welcoming to returning faces as well as new ones. To borrow Luke's words, we might have 99 sheep in our flock, but shall rejoice when one returns or comes for the first time.
We dream of a church that engages members to serve. We are a spiritual house where everyone is a living stone, as Peter says. Everyone has a unique task in building our church up, just as every stone has a place in a house's foundation. This will ease the workload of the faithful few who do a lot and pass the torch to new leaders within our own body.
We dream of a church that doesn't alienate people with its Sunday message. People wake up early on Sunday morning to be spoken to, and that's everyone, from young Christians, new Christians, mature Christians, to strangers of faith. We're not looking for a perfect sermon. We are looking to be included. Being alienated during a sermon is like talking to a friend who's texting.
We dream of a church that doesn't gossip or shame those who leave to explore their faith. Some people never leave their hometowns, while others do. It's the same for churches. Some stay longer, others shorter. No two walks with God look the same, so who are we to judge?
We dream of a church that is known to the community and the world. We want relationships with those around us, not sporadic acts of hit-and-run service. When we serve others, we want them to know we're not doing it because we're aggressive converters. We're doing it because that's who we are. We might never see eye to eye on faith, but as Peter said, live such good lives among the pagans that, though they accuse you of doing wrong, they may see your good deeds and glorify God on the day he visits us.
We dream of a church that puts dreams into actions. There's always a lot to do in a church, and it always seems to be the same few people doing everything.
Jesus said, "The harvest is plentiful and the workers are few." But I think as a church we have been blessed with many workers. We have a congregation of believers, prayers, servants, teachers, philosophers, brothers, and sisters. Perhaps it's time to bring in the harvest.
We need to always show love to one another.
We need to get to know those we don't know so well.
We need new AV equipment that's so high-tech, it's like holograms.
We need an underground subway leading from the church to Moberly so that those of us who have to get to Moberly don't have to walk in the cold and can take the underground subway.
We need heaters by the doorways because it's so cold.
We need to welcome new faces to our tight circles.
We need to create spaces for hard questions and sharing struggles.
We need more than 3 stalls in the women's washroom.
We need dividers between the men's urinal.
We need a church where the new Christians can learn from mature Christians, but also the other way around.
We need to create new disciples, who will create new disciples, who will create new disciples.
We need to leave our comfort zones.
We need to be willing to be transformed.
We need to do all these things the way Christ has shown us. Only then can we change ourselves, change the world, and not let it change us.